Hey everybody, this is Michael from Direct Inspections, and I want to make this video about infrared inspections. I'm here in a condo that I inspected earlier this morning, and it's a nicely painted, fresh condo ready for sale here. And I noticed that the roof was fairly old. It looked like about a 50-year-old tar and gravel roof. And so I wanted to check the ceilings with infrared to see if I could see any moisture. So I scanned around, looked up at this corner, and you can see this large blue spot here. And as you kind of get closer to the blue spot, you can kind of get a better idea of where the moisture might be. So that darker blue is potential moisture, so it's looking like it's wet. And then I take a pin probe moisture meter, and that's what this guy is here. And so I'm gonna put it up into the ceiling here, and it's on. Okay, that green dot means, oh, that's 100% wet there. Oh, 90% wet. So the ceiling is basically soaking wet. That's not a little wet, that's basically the drywall is fully damp. And again, this place has been nicely painted, looks nice and fresh. Any buyer that walks in here would say, oh, this looks great. But then when you look around, you start looking at different areas of the ceiling. They are wet all over the place, and because it's been freshly painted, it looks good, but you wouldn't really know how wet it is. So here's another blue spot. So this ceiling is soaking wet. The ceiling was, basically it's at the point where if you waited a couple days, this would have brown staining pretty much everywhere on the ceiling. So, yuck, look at that. Wet, wet, wet. So this roof is basically failing. And this is the danger when you buy a place and it's nicely painted, and if you don't get an inspection, it all looks great, and then 5 days after closing, 10 days after closing, you're dealing with a major roof issue. And since this was a condo that has an association roof, they're not really going to do anything about it. So you're stuck with a condo that basically has continuous moisture in it. So yeah, this place has 3 big wet spots and probably more to come because it really hasn't rained much lately.